Okay, so we're all set to begin our emotional support bean, regardless if it's just a regular, you're my favorite human bean, or a emotional support Canadian bean. It's the same pattern, you're just changing colors. So what we have here is a 3.25 millimeter hook. Your bean color, this is Pound of Love in Cinnabar. My scrap amount for the mouth, you can use whatever color you want. Sometimes I just like them to look like they have a nice pearly white smile. Some scissors, the 6 millimeter eyes with backings. I have a stitch marker and my yarn needle. At the end, I glue them so they stand up. If you want them to stand up, I just glue them onto a 2-inch wooden disc. Okay, so we start with a magic ring. And we single 6 into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Snug it up. We're not joining, so we're now just going to continue in the round and increase in each stitch to give us a total of 12 at the end. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. You can probably hear my dogs eating in the background. 8. Oh, hi. 9, 10, and they're eating in the hopes that they will leave me alone while I do this. 11, 12. Now we're going to increase again in this round with an increase and then a single, and repeat that around for a total of 18 at the end. So we increase in the first one for 2, single, whoopsie doodle, single in the next one for 3, increase, 4, 5, single, 6, increase, 1, 2, increase, a single for 9, increase, 10, 11, single for 12, increase, 13, 14, single for 15, where am I? 16, 17, last single for 18. Now, if you would like to, where's my little, add your stitch marker at this point, go right ahead. And now we're increasing again in this round for a total of 24. So we're going to single 2, 1, 2, and then increase in the next round. In the next stitch, and we're going to continue that all the way around. 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase, 1, oh my goodness, 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase. Now, move our stitch marker up, and we're going to just do 6 rounds of 24. So single around for 6 rounds. I will see you at the end of that. Here we are back at the end of those 6 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to move up our stitch marker, and here's where we make that little bend in the bean. This here and the little boop coming out there. And my daughter thinks that if you put enough of them together, standing around, and sometimes you can put them the other, like eyes on the other side. It looks like they're dancing. She may be right. So what we do in this round, we keep a total of 24, but we single 4, 2, 3, 4, and we decrease twice. So that's 1 decrease, 2 decreases. We single 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We increase 1, 2, we single 1, we increase. That could have been confusing because I counted that as I said that. So we singled from the decrease 7, we increased in the next stitch. We then single crocheted in the next stitch and we increased in the next stitch. Now we're going to single 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to repeat what we just did again. So we single 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, decrease and decrease, single 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What just happened? I got a little yarn. That did not feel right. Now I've lost count. So where's my decrease? Decrease, decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Increase, single, increase, and now single 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move your stitch marker. And now we're going to build back out for this little curvy thing to happen. So we single 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the front loop only. So grab just the front part of that stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we increased in those 2 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to decrease. We're going to single. We're going to, sorry, my yarn is just being a little bit difficult. Oh, center pulls, sometimes a little pain in the butt. Okay, so then what did we do? We decreased. We single, what did we do? And then we decreased. Okay, now we're going to single 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to repeat that round again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into just the front loop, we're going to increase in the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to single 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Decrease, single, decrease, and now 6. 2. Yeah, that's right. 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see how it is. Let's move the stitch marker. Oh my goodness. Apparently, I'm hungry. This is coming out, and this is curving out. So now we're going to do 6 rows from here. and I'll see you at the end of that. And here we are at the end of our 6th round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know, I forgot to mention a very important material, which is the stuffing or polyfill, whatever you call it. The thing that we're going to cram into the inside of the bean. So in this round, we're going to begin to decrease to close up the bean. It's going to be 2 singles and a decrease all the way around to bring it to 18. 1, 2, and a decrease. 1, 2, and a decrease. 1, 2, decrease. 1, 2, decrease. 1, 2, decrease. So then this is where I add the eyes. You can choose which side you want to add your eyes on, either this or this, the front or the back. And we just pick a spot that makes sense to you. Honestly, I believe that no bean is the same as another bean out in the world. And so I don't know that my eyes are ever in the same spot, but they're around 2 rows down from the top. And they're either 2 or 3 stitches apart. And again, I like to make some of them a little different. If you look at it and you think, whoo, that is too far apart for that particular guy, then we just move them back 1. Sometimes they look cuter or sillier, however you view that, with eyes closer together. So then we affix them with the backing. Oh goodness, my other one is stuck. There we go. To the backing. And you can also do the mouth now if you would like. That's up to you, or you can wait until it's stuffed. I'll do it now. This is far too long of a piece of scrap, but I'll be able to make like 3 or 4 out of this. And then you just pop your mouth in where you would like it to go, one end, the other end, just across a stitch. And just gonna pull it so it's almost at the end, so I'm not wasting all that extra. And tie it up. We tie it off behind. And snip that end. And now we add some stuffing. It's up to you how, I mean, the more stuffing you put in, the bigger it will be, but sometimes you can, like if you stuff it too and it gets too tight, you'll see this happening, which we really don't want to have. So we just pop it down into there. And then we're just going to make sure that it's to the bottom. Nice. And I did not grab the end of that. Be smarter than me and grab the end of that before you start stuffing. And then we'll stuff a bit in the top of the bean body as well for now. And we're just going to continue stuffing it as we go. So this time we're just kind of pushing out this way to create the bend. And after it's closed up, you can like scrunch it around and, you know, roll it, get it to be the shape that you want, which you can't do if it's too full because it'll just remain that size and it won't have any give. So now we'll continue around with another decrease round. So now we're going to do a decrease and 1 single, which will bring it down to 12. Decrease, 1, decrease, oopsie doopsie, 1, decrease, 1, decrease, 1. I mean, look at that face. Isn't he adorable? Decrease. Boop. 1. Now this is decrease all the way around for a total of 6. And then we're going to fasten off, leaving a tail long enough to sew this closed. And also, if you're affixing a message to the belly of the bean, the tail needs to be long enough for that as well. And there we go. Get scissors. And then our yarn needle. And, well, I can get rid of you now too. And to close off, we slip the yarn needle into the front loop of each of those remaining stitches, and we just weave it. First of all, make sure you have all the stuffing. There's just some extra right there that you want to have in there. Mine is pretty good right now, I think. He's able to be manipulated. He's not got any spots of emptiness. Okay, so now we'll just continue to go around in those front loops. And pull it tight. Fasten off, then just pop it through kind of the center. And if you're putting a message, bring it out where you think one side of your message will go. So roughly there. And that's it. He is like super sweet. Again, if you wanted to stand him up on a thing so he can stand, you can add a little hanging chain if you want to do that. You have a few options here. Hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll be back pretty soon with some other wee makes.